guys, Abby and Noah here, and welcome to this episode of We've Never Seen Before. So, you can probably tell by the shirt and the ears that we are talking about the 1998 production of Cats. And before you ask, no, we will never, ever, ever, ever see, watch, review, whatever. We're not going to watch the 2019 movie. Because, well, bad rep.
I will take more animations of Knuckles acting out Elba's parts in that film, though.
Yeah. Idris Elba plays one of the roles in that movie, in case you don't know. But anyway,
Yep.
1998 Cats. This was actually in a development. The production of Cats was actually originally supposed to be. The Broadway version was supposed to be an animated movie directed by Steven Spielberg.
Really?
Really. Amblin Animations, I think it was, no, Amblimation. Amblimation, the same studio behind Balto and Fievel Goes West. They were supposed to do an animated version of Cats, but then the studio shut down, so to compensate, they did the stage production that we just saw.
Really?
They did like a multi-camera version of the stage production.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Well, I probably should have told you beforehand. So anyway, I gotta get the questions. Hold on.
Right?
Oh shoot! I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting.
Well, it makes the camera work more interesting.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so favorite part?
Favorite part? Let's see here.
Like, did you like the dancing and the singing?
I was particularly impressed by the choreography. When you said that there were some difficult roles for people to do in the production, you weren't kidding.
I was not. Well, I hadn't seen the whole thing before, but I've seen like bits and pieces. That's why it's an episode of We've Never Seen.
Ah, that clears it up.
Yeah, I've only seen bits and pieces. I just know because I've seen many, many, many reviews of the 98 version. And, yeah, I've only seen bits and pieces, so, yeah. Least favorite part. No, wait, my favorite part was definitely the upbeat musical numbers, like Rum Tum Tugger and Skimbleshanks, and especially Mr. Mistopheles. That was a bop.
Yeah, although to be perfectly honest, I wasn't exactly impressed at how that one amounted to a little more to Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah, that was basically what it was, yeah. Yeah, it was kind of anticlimactic, according to him.
I mean,
so.
not that there's anything wrong with that. Sometimes in some cases, the entire point is to be anticlimactic.
Yeah,
but
unceremonious.
It just kind of hurts. It just kind of hurts the build up of the antagonist.
Yeah, but my least favorite part had to be, I really don't know if I had a least favorite part. The underutilization of Gus. And also the fact that they cut out Growl Tiger.
Yeah, well, if I recall, you said that was more so a case of the production having to bend to its casting choices.
Yeah, and also it was cut for time.
Ah, okay. Mix of both.
Mix of both, yes. In case you don't know, Growl Tiger's Last Stand was a play that the character Gus puts on because he used to be a very famous actor. And so Growl Tiger's Last Stand is basically about a pirate cat who lost his ear due to an attack from a Siamese cat.
Lost his ear, huh?
Lost his ear, and then he gets this. And then when he's out on one of his journeys on his barge, his ship, he gets distracted by a female cat named Griddlebone.
Huh.
And then the Siamese cats kill him in revenge.
Oof.
Yeah. Honestly, I've been rooting for the Siamese cats because Growl Tiger kills the Siamese cats for fun because that's basically a hate crime. Growl Tiger commits hate crimes.
I can sympathize with that in that context.
Yeah, and also T.S. Eliot hates Chinese stuff, so...
Don't they dial that back in some of the film adaptations?
Yes, they do. Well, I mean, they cut out Growl Tiger in this version, but they still have the casual racism in the Peaks of the Pollicle segment, which was the battle between the dogs. You know how they called the Chinese dogs the heathens? The heathen Chinese?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. In later productions, they changed it to foreign Chinese. So, yeah. It was good of them to do that. To change it.
Agreed.
Alright, favorite character.
Favorite character. I don't know if I really had a favorite character because of
Because
the
it was
way.
hard to keep track of them.
Well, that and the way to play. That and the play was written. Well, okay, let me put it this way: the play was written in a similar fashion to what they were going for with Final Fantasy VI,
Yeah.
where they didn't want. Like, it's not a production where there's a single main character. It's an ensemble that's led by a group.
Yeah. Personally, for me, I was a big fan of Munkustrap and Rum Tum Tugger. And because Tugger was like a rock star, and Munkustrap was like a theater dad or a theater director who was like really, really like tired of everybody screwing up. So it was like,
Yeah.
in the Peaks and the Pollicles segment, in that number, he was putting on a stage play, and basically everybody who was like dressed as the dogs and the Rumpus Cat, they were either screwing up or going off script.
So he was basically like Kermit the Frog trying to rein everybody in.
Yeah, kind of. So it was like, whoa, for the love of frick.
Yeah.
Especially when Tugger was playing that football bagpipe at the end of the number. It was like, and I imagine Munkustrap's look on his face was like, least favorite character. You don't have an opinion on that either?
Well, I kind of led into this when we talked about our least favorite parts. I was a little disappointed about the lack of build up and the lack of payoff for the antagonist.
For McCavity?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess McCavity was one of my least favorite characters too, because they underutilized him a bit along with Gus, but
this is why I checked. Yeah, it's well, as Andrew Lloyd Webber never heard of Chekhov's gun.
Andrew Lloyd Webber probably hasn't.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I'm not sure any of you folks at home have ever heard of Chekhov's gun.
Explain to them.
Yeah, short version, and Russian playwright Anton Chekhov once said in a letter that if you say that there's a gun hanging on the mantelpiece in the first act, by the third act it absolutely has to go off. If it's not going to go off, it shouldn't be hanging there.
Yeah. Things you didn't get.
Mm.
Like the imagery post in the poems and the lyrics, I didn't get it first. But then I looked a little more like into it when I have the book over there. I have the book Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats, which is where most of the songs came from.
Huh.
They were based in poetry. And I looked at the poems and I was like, oh, this makes a little bit of sense.
Yeah, well, I had you explaining it as we went along.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't think you picked up on the ancient Egyptian theology that was at play in certain respects.
Yeah, with the cats have three names thing in the naming of cats.
Yeah, because the secret name or the Ren is a component of the soul in Egyptian theology.
Yeah, and I had to look this up beforehand because I was always wondering where the cats have 9 lives thing came from. So basically, it was like, I don't know what the exact words were, but there are 3 lives spent in youth, 3 lives spent in adulthood, and 3 lives spent in elder.
Oh, so the original saying was that cats have a longer sense of life mileage than people do.
Yes, exactly. Oh yeah, it was, I think, 3 where he plays, 3 where he strays, and 3 where he stays.
Okay. So yeah, the saying definitely means that cats get around more and have more fulfilling lives.
Yeah. Coolest thing in the movie. Or best, coolest thing. I like the big budget effects with McCavity and Mistopheles. Like the little zaps.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if some of that budget was originally meant for the feature.
The Spielberg?
Yeah.
Yeah. That would have been just really cool if the movie was animated, but I guess we'll have to live with the stage production and, unfortunately, the movie, which we're not going to watch.
Well, you never know. Indie animation has become a much bigger thing these days.
Well, I mean, I have seen
someone might try to pick up the Spielberg Cats project again.
Well, I have a feeling that. Well, I've seen animatics of like the musical numbers from the '98 movie put in animation of like in the style of the Spielberg project.
Oh, so some work was already done on it.
No, the work wasn't already done. There was only concept art that was done with it in the '90s, but some animators on YouTube took that and ran with it. That's what I meant to say.
Well, I'm not surprised. I just raised the possibility of that turning into a complete production someday.
I hope they do that. Otherwise, we'll be stuck with the movie, and I don't want to watch the movie because obvious reasons. Okay, were there any funny parts?
Funny parts.
I really like the little bits of like analogies for real life cats, like when the cats made a lot of noises at the beginning, someone threw a boot at them.
Yeah, that was pretty clever.
And also some of the choreography bits were really, really funny, like Etceteра's little dance during the Mistopheles number.
Yeah, those little subtle bits of comedy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you wouldn't notice if you were paying attention to the main attraction, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a sucker for attention to detail sometimes.
Yeah.
Any sad parts? Grisabella.
Yeah, if you forced me to pick a main character, I'd say Grisabella would probably be it.
Yeah.
But again, I don't think that's entirely what they were going for.
Yeah, I don't think it was what they were going for. I think they were going for, like, the Jellicles or a main character among themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Irritating parts.
I wouldn't really say I was irritated by anything.
Me neither.
I mean, I have made it clear that I was disappointed by the resolution and of the climax.
Yeah, me too. Now that you mention it.
Yeah,
now
but
that you mentioned it during the movie, I was like, I kind of agree with you.
Yeah, but disappointment isn't really the same as irritation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because if a movie's irritating me, it's because it's doing nothing right.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm disappointed, it's like you had a good thing going, you just messed up somewhere.
Yeah, you never resolved it.
Yeah, it's why I was disappointed with the Rankin Bass interpretation of the Battle of the Five Armies
in the animated Hobbit movie, in case you don't know.
Yeah. Okay, for clarification, the Rankin Bass adaptation of The Hobbit removes the Arkenstone from the plot, which really hurts Bilbo's character arc, because Tolkien wrote Bilbo as someone who was willing to betray his friends for the sake of the greater good.
Right. So yeah, that's basically Cats. That's basically our opinion on Cats 1998. So I hope to see you guys again soon in an episode of Noah, Abby, or We've Never Seen. So I hope you guys have a good day wherever you are in the world, and take care. Bye.
See you next time.